You have any comments?
So
You've been waiting.
yeah, so I love this topic because I think the question was kind of like, is it societal based or is it like moral based? Like, all right, so here's the thing. What Keisha said, she's right. It should not be a double standard, right? But like, let's just keep it real. This the world we live in. It's gonna be a double standard, and you'll spend the rest of your life trying to decode the standard or advocate for a different standard. And let's just be honest, like as frail as dating is right now, especially amongst our community, like is that something that's really gonna change right now? That standard, it's not gonna change. It will never change. And no matter if it's right or wrong, men and women will never be judged the same when it comes to uh, sex, infidelity, um, um, attractions, your emotions, your hormone. Like none of that will ever be the same. And I didn't make it up. Suds didn't create it. We didn't create the rules. But there will never be a situation ever on this planet where there will not be a double standard when it comes to women's actions and men's actions when it comes to our behaviors with sex, infidelity, our decision making. Like it's gonna always be that way. So my advice for women is this, and I get a lot of kickback with this, and I'm not trying to oppress you in any type of way, but
Right
you will
before you do.
never win trying to compete with us because at the end of the day, women are not proposing to men. Men are proposing to women. We are the ones that are pretty much laying it all on the line and saying that we're going to create this version of ourselves and be this type of man for you. And we're gonna ignore these women. And you know what I'm saying? All the flirtatious women in the world that come on to you even more when you're a married man. We got to deal with all that. And we are not finna lay that down for someone who feels like they need to be equal to us when it comes to get back and our action. Like it's just like you will never win like that. And look, you can be mad at me, but you will never ever get a guy like, let's just say this. You'll never get a guy like me to wife you if that's your mindset.
But do you think that was a competition thing or her just moving on? And like, do we really think she
No.
cheated?
So look, I'm not necessarily talking about Cardi B.
Oh, like trying to get
Yeah, I was
oh,
bringing
like
it I'm bringing it
Yeah.
full circle back to the
Okay.
question where it was like,
Yeah. Well,
is it moral based or is it gender
Are
based?
you expecting us as men to lay it down so that women can do what they want? A man like me would never wife you. The thing is, you're a wife before you're a wife on paper. A woman carries herself a certain way before a man decides to propose. That's true. You're not just randomly out here. It's an auction. However, I believe that men should also be husbands before they're husbands. And if you have lustful skin, if you have that weak mindset, that weak flesh, you don't need to be in the position to get on one knee for anybody. There are things that men should fix before proposing, and there are things that women need to fix before saying, I do. I think that people are infatuated with, I got on one knee, I got proposed, and they automatically say yes. If the answer is no, then the answer is no.